do that. Why not? I say, why not? Yeah. Oh, it's just like guys. Unless we put it on like that. Yeah, I guess. Maybe I got it. Oh, is it like that? Oh, yeah. Okay. Come on, you're right. You say you're right. But you actually tell me otherwise. Oh, man. You need to stay. I get it. I get it. I think I get it. Maybe I get it. Let's flip that boy around. Things like that. There you go. Yeah, you're fine. Here, big man. Oh, that's going to be right over that shit, isn't it? Is that helpful? Yeah, it's helpful enough. I'll be back. Alright, slow motion. All right. Oh. See that air cranking, boys. Oh my goodness. There we go.
In 1957, they'd been frozen for at least 2,000 years, maybe longer. Carbon dating was inconsistent. Their cells shouldn't have survived, but they did. And when we thawed them carefully, systematically, they lived. They woke up. Another pause. Oleg was the first to fully regain consciousness. August 1958.
Oh yeah,
He opened his eyes and looked at us like we were children. Asked in perfect Russian where he was, how long he'd been sleeping.
1147.
2,000 years. He nodded, said it felt longer. The tape crackles. Dr. Volkov's breathing is labored. For 10 years we studied them, measured them, tested them, recorded everything. But we never asked the right questions. We never asked, who were you? What was your civilization like? What did you know that we'd forgotten? We treated them like specimens, like animals in a zoo. And they bore it with dignity I still don't understand. In January 1968, Moscow ordered the program terminated. No explanation. Just shut it down, dispose of the subjects, destroy all evidence. I think someone got scared. Scared of what we might learn.
1519, okay.
If people knew that giants had existed, that a civilization more advanced than ours had arisen and fallen millennia ago, that everything we think we know about history might be incomplete. The recording quality degrades, but you can still hear him. Before Oleg died, I sat with him. It was against protocol, but I didn't care anymore. I asked him what he remembered. He smiled, said memory is a burden for those who live too long. But he told me this. His people built cities that touched the sky. They understood frequencies, resonances, principles of physics we've barely theorized. They lived for hundreds of years. They raised children who would outlive kingdoms. And then something changed. Something in the earth itself. A Shifi A frequency disruption. And within 3 generations, they were gone. Scattered, dying, forgetting. Dr. Volkov coughs. Long, wet. He said the 3 of them had gone into the mountains looking for something. A device. A structure. Something that could restore what had been lost. They found it. But before they could activate it, winter came. Sudden. Absolute. They froze before they could retreat. And they slept for 2,000 years while the world forgot their people ever existed. I asked him if others might have survived. Other groups frozen like them. He said yes, probably. Scattered across the mountains of Asia, sleeping under ice and stone, waiting. Silence for almost a minute. Just breathing and the hiss of tape. We burned them. Dr. Volkov says finally. Oleg, Dmitri, Mikhail. Burned them and scattered their ashes and destroyed every sample we'd taken. And the knowledge died with them. The last survivors of a lost civilization. We had them in our hands. And we let them slip through our fingers like water. The tape ends. I'm writing this from my apartment in Almaty. The Tian Shan Mountains visible through my window. Somewhere in those mountains, ashes scattered. Somewhere in the Altai, an excavation site long closed and forgotten. Somewhere in the Russian archives, boxes of documents marked classified, deteriorating in storage. Think about what it means. 3 giants survived 2,000 years of frozen sleep. They woke in a Soviet laboratory in the 1950s. They lived for a decade while doctors measured their impossibility. They died in 1968. Were burned, were scattered, were erased from official history. But they existed. Svetlana remembers their faces. Yuri has his father's photograph. Maria has decoded notebooks. Alexei sat in their room and felt their absence. Dr. Volkov recorded their final truth. The questions remain. How many others are still out there?
12.
Frozen in mountains we haven't excavated.
40.
What technology did they understand
7?
that we've forgotten?
7,
What did
isn't
they
it?
build?
7?
How did they fall?
Let's get a
What
fun
caused the frequency
in the
disruption
chat
Oleg
chat.
described?
Shut me up,
Honest
Chad.
question,
Fuck.
what did we lose when we chose to measure rather than understand? When we treated survivors of a lost
Hang on, mate.
civilization as specimens rather than teachers? I think about Oleg, asking
Really?
Dr. Volkov, did you learn anything? I think about the answer, no, not really. Nothing that mattered. Institute 47 sits empty outside Almaty. The beds remain. The walls remember. In the basement, if you stand very still, you can almost hear something. Not singing, exactly, but an absence where singing used to be. A silence that holds the echo of three deep voices.
Cool. Yeah, there you go. There you go. It's not hard to be courteous. It's not hard at all. It's meant to be mean, it's nice to be nice. Yeah, easier said than done, right? A lot of venom out there, unfortunately. Hello. Sorry. So, who ordered the erasure of the Cossacks? Oh yeah, roughly. Oh, 8, 12. Turkeys, okay.
Over 10,000 five-star reviews, and it's easy to see. It's got just a little bit of the settings to help manage the
That's
stuff, and
What if the War of 1812 was never truly about borders, blockades, or even nations at all? What if it was a coordinated purge? An imperial operation designed not to defeat an enemy, but to erase something far older, quieter, and far more dangerous to power. We begin in the early 19th century, a world trembling on the edge of transformation. Empires still ruled by divine right, yet revolutions whispered through every capital. Cannons had grown louder, armies larger, and the machinery of war more efficient than ever before. Officially, history tells us that the War of 1812 was a chaotic collision of interests. France against Britain, Russia against France, the young United States caught in the undertow of imperial rivalry. Names are familiar, motives seem clear, and the outcomes are neatly cataloged in textbooks. But when we slow the record down, when we read between the lines, something unsettling begins to surface. Across Europe and the Atlantic world, two figures dominate the era like opposing constellations. Napoleon Bonaparte, the self-made emperor who reshaped the continent through relentless conquest, and Alexander I of Russia, the enigmatic Tsar, who presented himself as both savior and moral counterweight. Napoleon's ambition. On paper, they were rivals. Their armies clashed, their diplomats schemed, and their nations warred. Yet beneath the noise of marching groups, burning cities, their actions reveal a far stranger symmetry. The War of 1812, whether viewed through the European campaigns or the parallel conflict across the Atlantic, unfolds with a peculiar logic. Massive resources are expended. Entire regions are devastated. Populations vanish from records. And when the smoke clears, the political map appears changed. But not in the way one would expect from such catastrophic loss of life and infrastructure. Victory feels ambiguous. Defeat feels strangely incomplete. This is where our investigation begins. The official narrative insists that Napoleon's invasion of Russia in 1812 was a fatal miscalculation. Hubris punished by winter, distance, and logistical failure. Likewise, it tells us that Alexander I merely endured, retreated, and ultimately triumphed through resilience. Yet this explanation struggles to account for the deliberate destruction of Russia's own cities, the eerie abandonment of Moscow, and the almost ritualistic nature of the devastation of the people. These were not accidents of war, they were choices. At the same time, across the Atlantic, the War of 1812 between Britain and the United States mirrors this pattern of contradiction. Strategic objectives are unclear. Key cities are burned without long-term gain. Treaties restore borders almost exactly as they were before the bloodshed began. For a conflict that mobilized empires, the outcome feels curiously empty. So we are left with a question history rarely asks out loud. Whom were these emperors truly fighting? To understand why this question matters, we must step back and consider the deeper currents of the age. The early 1800s were not merely an era of wars, they were an era of erasure. Ancient guild systems collapsed, regional autonomies vanished. Entire economic structures, once rooted in local production and communal organization, were quietly dismantled and replaced with centralized, state-controlled mechanisms. Old cities were rebuilt, old records were lost, old ways of life dissolved into silence. And all of this happened with astonishing speed. Could it be coincidence that the most destructive wars in modern history's opening act targeted precisely those regions where older, decentralized systems still lingered? Could it be that the true enemy was not another empire, but a competing model of society? One that no emperor, no matter how powerful, could afford to let survive. This is not a claim we make lightly. It is a hypothesis seriously. When casualty figures fail to match military outcomes, when scorched earth tactics appear less strategic than surgical, when alliances shift not along ideological lines, but along lines of consolidation and control. The War of 1812, in this light, begins to resemble something else entirely. Not a mistake, not a tragedy of miscommunication, but a coordinated transformation. One that required chaos as its instrument. As we proceed, we will follow the accepted history carefully, step by step. We will mark the dates, trace the movements, and listen to the voices preserved in official records. But we will also pay attention to what those records avoid, what they minimize, and what they never explain at all. Because sometimes the most important truths are not hidden in secret archives. They are hidden in plain sight, buried beneath repetition, familiarity, and the comforting belief that we already understand how the world we inherited came to be. And the deeper we look into the War of 1812, the more it begins to feel like a door. One that history opened briefly, then hurriedly closed. Behind it lies a question that refuses to stay silent. If Napoleon and Alexander were not simply fighting each other, then who or what were they truly eliminating? That question leads us backward into the official story itself. And that is where we must go next. To understand why the War of 1812 looks so strange when examined closely, we must first walk through the version of events history considers settled. This is the foundation, the official architecture of explanation, upon which everything else is built. In the early 19th century, Europe was already exhausted. More than a decade of near constant warfare had reshaped borders, toppled monarchies, and militarized entire populations. At the center of this storm stood Napoleon Bonaparte, whose campaigns from Italy to Egypt and across Central Europe had rewritten the rules of continental power. By 1807, after crushing Prussia and forcing Russia to negotiate, Napoleon appeared unstoppable. That year, Napoleon and Alexander I met face to face at the Treaty of Tilsit. According to conventional history, this meeting marked a temporary reconciliation. France and Russia, former enemies, agreed to cooperate. Russia would join Napoleon's continental system, an economic blockade designed to strangle Britain by cutting it off from European trade. In return, Napoleon recognized Russian interests in Eastern Europe. On paper, it was a pragmatic agreement between two emperors carving up the world. In practice, it was deeply unstable. The continental system demanded sacrifices that cut directly into the economic lifeblood of the Russian Empire. British goods continued to flow through smuggling networks. Russian nobles resented French dominance. Napoleon, meanwhile, grew increasingly suspicious of Alexander's commitment. By 1810, relations had visibly deteriorated. By 1811, war was inevitable. This is where the traditional narrative sharpens into focus. In June of 1812, Napoleon launched what is often described as the largest military invasion the world had ever seen. The Grande Armée, over 600,000 soldiers drawn from across Europe, marched eastward into Russia.
Won't be long. Hold on. Alright, we're sneaking in. We're sneaking in. Alright, we're sneaking in. There you go. We're sneaking in. Thanks for enduring. We're sneaking in right now. Alright. There he is. Alright. Hey, mate. Hey! I had to look twice. Thank you, sir. Hey, mate. How are ya?
How are you, mate?
Good, thank you.
How you doing?
Good.
How many followers?
Oh, over 250,000. About 260 something. Oh, yeah. Thanks, mate. I'll see you in a minute.
Fuck, you're getting skinny, man.
You reckon? Pardon? Yeah. Weed? Oh, you're talking about weed? Oh, hang on, no, hang on, mate. Oh, weed? Yeah, mate. Your eyes are red. Alright. Alright. Stay with me, we're stuck in, but shh, you can't get in here. I need to hide you. Wait, oh, weird, yeah. You reckon? Really small. That's a shame, but... Yeah, mate. Sorry, guy. Alright, thanks, girls. Oh, yeah, that's kind of cool. Well, kind of. Right now, right. Let's do it now. Just gonna sneak that out, which will be fine. Alright. Just do it. I couldn't. Alright. Oops. Alright, we're gonna hide that. There you are. Beautiful, this guy. Thank you, mate.
Yeah, no, I was just, don't mind me asking, I was thinking you're rocking.
Oh, no. Oh, I thought you meant me.
But we did okay, that's why you
Yeah, I don't find anything wrong with that, but no way, not that, no fucking way. Thank you, though. Yeah, more than welcome to ask. Cheers, mate. Right, there you go. There you go, boys. No. Alright. Let's do it, guys. Oh, that one, no. No. Ah. Yeah, that's what yeah, what's that? Oh, yeah. I like that. Hey, you are welcome. Oh, you're welcome to us. I actually think that if people are coming from a genuine place of concern, then that's actually a really beautiful gesture. You know what I mean? Cool. Alright, boys and girls. Ah, you're welcome. Oh, you're more. Oh. No. Oh, that's a different story. Alright, give me right. Alright, it's got to drop something off in here. Drop something off. Da-da-da. Da-da. Da-da. Yeah, well, you're right there. Alright, what's up? How you going, mate? Cheers. Don't you try to fucking knock on me, you motherfuckers. Alright, let's do it, ladies. Tell me why are we so blind? So, you usually pay from ballad? Oh, okay. Now you're not the big man, are you? I'm going to try that in this game. Oh, those guys are holding hands. Anything wrong with it, I just don't really see it that much. Over $250,000. It's something, you know. Hey, do it to me now. Oh, it's a funky singer playing in a rock and roll band. Now look at the down. No, burning down in one night stand. Hooray! Come on, hoorays. Fucking hooroo, dickhead. This is how you do it good in. This is how you do a motherfucking good in there. There you go, boys and girls. I'm going to tell this ballad. That's nice. Awesome. My baby. Alright, let's do it. Thank you. 6 minutes away, hey? Stay this pose, it's fine. I don't understand why people want to go 100 miles an hour. Oh, we can just go, oh, you want to do that? Well, why don't you fucking say so, dickhead? You're not. Come on. Ugh. Oh, I see. Here we go. Boys, big man. Boys. Oh yeah, righto. Are you fucking kidding me?
The scale alone is staggering. Men from
so
France,
impressive.
Poland, Italy, Germany, the Netherlands, and beyond moved as a single force, consuming enormous quantities of food, horses, ammunition, and supplies. The stated goal was simple: force Russia back into compliance. But almost immediately, the campaign deviated from expectation. Rather than meeting Napoleon in decisive battle near the border, Russian forces retreated. They withdrew deeper and deeper into their own territory, abandoning towns, farmland, and infrastructure. Crops were burned, wells were poisoned, entire regions were emptied. This strategy later called scorched earth,
Ah.
is usually explained as a desperate measure to deny Napoleon resources and buy time. Yet even at this early stage, something feels off. Retreat on this scale required planning, coordination, a willingness to sacrifice civilian populations and centuries-old settlements. This was not chaos. It was methodical. By September 1812, Napoleon reached Moscow, the symbolic heart of Russia.
Hang on.
According to every expectation of early modern warfare,
Hey.
this should have been the moment of triumph. Capitals fell, treaties followed, wars ended. Instead, Moscow was largely deserted. Within days of Napoleon's arrival, the city erupted in flames. Much of it burned to the ground.
Tell me you're
Whether
going.
the fires were started by
Are you for
retreating
fucking
Russians,
real?
accidental
Fuck!
ignitions, or deliberate
Me
sabotage,
dead. Go fucking
remains
faster,
debated.
dickhead!
But the outcome is
Fucking
undisputable.
inbred cunts. Shit me to fucking
Napoleon captured a
tears.
city that
Now we
no
gotta
longer
follow the
functioned
wanker, I
as
bet.
a city.
Fuck's sake.
There
Pick
was
your
no
game up,
surrender,
car in
no
front.
negotiation,
Pick your
no
fucking game
political
up.
resolution. Winter approached. Supply lines collapsed. Disease spread.
Come for the
And
drive,
Grande
stay for the
Armée
road
began its
rage.
infamous retreat, disintegrating under cold, hunger, and relentless
That was
harassment.
confusing.
History presents this as one of the great moral lessons of hubris. Napoleon, it says, underestimated Russia and overestimated himself.
Yeah.
But let us pause here. If the goal was simply to defeat Napoleon, why not destroy him
lots.
outright at Moscow?
Lots.
Why not encircle, negotiate, or force capitulation when his army was deepest and most vulnerable? Why
not
instead
sure.
annihilate one's own capital, an act that delivered no immediate military advantage? At the same time, events across the Atlantic strangeness. In North America, the War of 1812 officially erupted between Britain
Yeah, there
and
he
the
is.
United States over maritime rights, impressment of sailors, and trade restrictions tied to the
I
same
can't remember if it's 8
continental
or 80.
system.
Oh, fudges to begin with. Sorry, boys. I misplaced it. So that. Tiny. I think 80, mate. I think it's gorgeous. Where is it? It's this one. Traffic control? What are we on? What channel are we on? Oh, no, it's not in a pallet. Yeah, mate. What is it, 14? Maybe it's 14. Hang on. Traffic control? You good day, mate. It's statewide. Oh, shit, hang on. Sorry, mate. I've got like about 17 different... Oh, fuck. 17 boxes. Sorry, my rate is shit.
Come on in.
Dang. Thank you. Alright, cheers.
You there in the motor?
Yep. So, sorry, darling. Yeah, my radio's going. Yes, perfect. Thanks, mate. So I don't have them on a pallet. I just got them loose. I'll give you a look and then you tell me and we'll go from there.
Okay.
Thanks, mate. All right. There you go. So, cheers, buddy. Let's do it. Show you. Yeah, it's me. Sorry. Oh, fucking. Alright, mate. Bear with me. Give me this. Give me that. Give me this and fucking this and this. Alright, I'm with you. Let's do it. Alright. So, I think it's like some consistent stuff. Yeah. Do you want me to make a call or do we do? Yep. Done. Perfect. No worries. Thank you. Double, like your wrong guy, and they've got like 120. Like, that is huge as well. 20, yeah. That's them. I'll bring you. Oh, it's hot. It's very hot in it. He's right. He can go anywhere. Oh. Alright. What are we doing? This one. Oh yeah, you're
Once
wrong.
again,
That's cool.
the textbook explanation
Cheers,
appears
bro.
straightforward.
You're right.
The young
What's
republic
her name?
defending its
What's
sovereign.
her name? The name? Fern. What's it? Fern. Fern. Anchor down. Alright. Mail, where are we going? 23740. 740. I've got shit everywhere. 3740 869 79. Warehouse. Done. Fucking this one. Boom, boom. Let's do it, boys and girls. Let's do it. Alright. Yeah. What do you mean? Alright. Let's do it. I don't think so, but No. No. Alright, bear with me. Come on, mate. Stop it right. Let's go. Alright, done. Are we going? Am I right? Alright, I gotta go. Come on. I hope so. It's alright. Yeah? Cheers, thanks guys. What about, what way am I going? Alright. Keep. Oh yeah, you reckon? Fuck, hang on mate, hang on. I can't see behind me. Alright, there we go, I was going in a fucking nut. Sorry mate. Alright guys, thanks guys. Sorry boys and girls. Sorry guys, thank you. Thanks. Alright, fucking, that's in, let's do it. Thank you. And we're away. Fucking dead. Alright, let's go mate. Let's just fucking go. What's wrong? That's right, he's not hurt anyone. 89. Second one. So that's fine. I guess. That's right. Can you please turn it down? Like, just turn it down. Please, just down. I just don't want to hear it. It just does not make me feel well. At all. Oh yeah, I love being a fucking... Yeah, okay. Oh, I don't mind. Yeah, okay, it's alright. I made my choice, shit or eat. Oh, that's right. Oh no. That'll be right. You'll be right, mate. You'll be fucking right. Sort your shit out. Okay. Yeah, we're right, mate. You're right. Don't worry about it. Yeah, there he is. Okay, I know. Right. It kind of does. Which is, it's not good period, you know. Hold up. Oh, for fuck's sake, come on.
Against imperial overreach. Yet the conduct of the war tells a different story. British forces burned Washington, D.C. The American, still under construction, was torched in 1814. The act shocked contemporaries, but it achieved little strategically.
Yeah.
The war ended shortly thereafter with the Treaty of Ghent, restoring borders almost exactly to their pre-war state.
What?
No territory changed hands. No decisive victory was claimed. Two massive conflicts, two continents, enormous destruction, and almost nothing to show for it. This is where the background narrative begins to strain.
No.
Wars of this era were expensive beyond measure. Armies required food, uniforms, weapons, and transport. States borrowed heavily, raised taxes, and conscripted millions. Such investments were not made lightly, nor were they usually made without clear strategic goals. Yet, in both Europe and North America, the War of 1812 concludes with outcomes that seem curiously inadequate compared to the devastation inflicted. Even more puzzling is what follows. In the years immediately after 1812 to 1815, Europe undergoes rapid political consolidation. The Congress of Vienna redraws borders, restores monarchies, and establishes a new balance of power. The language is one of stability and order, but it is also one of Local autonomies fade. Empires tighten their grip. Administrative uniformity replaces regional
Yeah,
diversity.
mate. Where are we going?
Quietly, many older
Ah,
systems
thanks.
vanish. Guilds
Sorry.
lose influence.
Yeah.
Communal land practices are dismantled.
Oh, what?
Independent city-states
Yeah,
that
there
once
is.
operated with relative
there is.
autonomy are absorbed into national
Yeah,
frameworks. This is rarely framed as
I
destruction.
was hoping it
It
just
is
gone under the
framed
radar.
as
You wouldn't even notice.
modernization.
Not to
But
undermine you.
modernization, too,
So
can be a
it was,
form
I
of
was just
erasure.
hoping
When we view
I'd
the war
always
of
just get everything
1812
done. You wouldn't have a reason
solely
to
through the lens of national
wonder.
rivalry. These changes appear coincidental, mere
Choice I made.
aftershocks of a turbulent era.
You know, hindsight's a motherfucker.
Yet, when we place them side by side, a pattern
Oh my,
begins
it's
to form.
24.
The wars do not defeat armies.
Mm.
They devastate specific regions, specific cities, and specific ways of life. And they do so with astonishing consistency. The official history provides us with dates, treaties, and battles. What it does not explain is why so much had to be destroyed to achieve so little on paper.
They're
Why
connected.
emperors who claimed to oppose each other
Wonder what's in the middle of
employed
that.
strategies that mirrored
It'll
one
be
another so
a
closely.
fucking tree.
And why, in the aftermath, the world looked less diverse, less locally governed, and far more centralized than before. At this stage, we are not yet offering answers, only questions.
Okay.
Because once the background is laid bare, once the accepted narrative is
They put
fully
the top on
understood,
that.
the
Maybe it's
anomalies
just
stand out
Jimmy.
with even greater clarity.
Yeah.
And those anomalies, far more than any battlefield victory, are
yeah.
where the real story
Yeah.
of the War of
Fucking
1812
mate.
may be hiding. In the next part, we will begin collecting those clues one by one. Once the official frame...
Alright, big man. Yeah, she was not a good actress at all. Very pretty though, so you know. Sometimes that's a cool game. Not bad, yeah.
When I first stumbled across a collection of 18th century maps in a dusty archive, I expected to find the usual suspects. The British Empire stretching its fingers across continents, France carving out territories in the Americas, Spain controlling vast swaths of South America, the Ottoman Empire holding court across the Mediterranean. But there was something else, something that made me stop scrolling and lean closer to the screen. Spread across the top half of Asia, covering more territory than any other single entity on these maps, was a name I had never encountered in any history class.
Yeah.
Tartaria. Not a
Tartaria.
small kingdom tucked into a corner, not a minor trading post or forgotten colony. This was massive, larger than the Roman Empire at its peak, more expansive than the British Empire would ever become. It dominated the maps with the confidence of something that belonged there, something that mattered.
Oh yeah.
So I started digging.
We can do
I
that.
pulled map
Oh,
after
you're
map
right,
from
I'm
different
right.
publishers,
No, I don't mind.
different
I don't mind.
decades,
Don't
different
too much,
countries.
you know, I am.
London cartographers in the 1730s marked it clearly. French mapmakers in the 1750s gave it prominent placement